Yo, what is up, YouTube family, YouTube gang? Today I'm going to be doing part 1 of What If Naruto was like Minato. So basically, he's going to be a seal master. He's going to learn the flying rising. He's going to be as smart as Minato. He's going to have the looks of Minato. They do not know that he has the... The village still knows that he has the 9 tails. He's going to be trained by Jiraiya from a very young age. So let's just hop right into this what if, because I have been trying to do this what if 3 times and I can never get any peace and quiet. So I'm gonna take this as my peace and quiet time. If anybody breaks into the room, I'm gonna fucking kill you. So basically oh my gosh, I thought somebody was just calling me. So basically, how this what if is going to be going down is Naruto is going to be trained from Jiraiya from a very young age. He's going to be a super deluxe prodigy, and so on and so forth. So we're going to skip to the beginning of the Chunin exams when they're in the force of death. Yes, because I don't really feel like any other subjects are important. As Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are rushing through the place, Naruto then says, "Come here, y'all. I have to put this tag on y'all, just in case." Hurry up and do it, Naruto. As Naruto says, "Don't rush me." As he then walks up to Sakura and Sasuke, as he puts the tag on their chests or somewhere on their body, except for inappropriate parts. Well, for Sakura, her arm. Yeah, because So they then rush through the force of death. As then this is their first encounter with Orochimaru. Naruto says, "Wait, that's Orochimaru. Y'all, stay back. We can't defeat this guy. But me and Sasuke can probably hold this off. Sakura, run. The tower is about in that direction. Go, hurry up, now." And Sakura then goes running. She then says, "What about y'all? Don't worry, we'll catch up." As he then winks an eye at Sakura, and then she says, "Oh," and then she runs away. Naruto then pulls out a scroll as he then bites his hand, and he does a couple of jutsu. Orochimaru sees this as he looks at the scroll, and then he says, "No, boy, what are you doing? I will stop you." As then, all of a sudden, immersion tags are then followed up in the sky with kind of bombs. Uh, um, a couple of the Yambu sees this, and they say, "This is Naruto. Those are Naruto's immersion bombs." As they then go rushing off, to the Hokage's office. As he then tells Lord Third, Naruto just put on some immersion bombs in the middle of nowhere, and they look like danger ones. They must be in danger. Of course they are. They're in the force of death on the Chunin exams. No, I'm not talking about that, Lord Hokage. I'm talking about, like, missing nin danger. As the fourth Hokage then gets up, he then says, "Oh, okay, send out a couple of Anbu with Anko and Kakashi. Tell them to go there immediately." As Orochimaru then says, "Okay, I'll have to kill you. Well, it was pity. I really wanted to play longer." As he then looks at Naruto. As he rushes at Naruto, then he teleports right in front of Naruto's face. Naruto dodges as he then does kind of like a backflip as he nearly kicks Orochimaru at the bottom of his jaw. But Orochimaru easily dodges as he punches Naruto in the gut. Then Naruto slaps Orochimaru in the face. Orochimaru says, "You'll pay for that, you brat." And then Naruto then just smirks as he then takes 5 shuriken and 3 kunai, as he then throws them into separate parts of the forest. But then he puts his 2 fingers in his face, as he then says, "You're gonna get caught, Orochimaru." What? As then all of a sudden the shuriken then teleport around Orochimaru, and then Naruto uses some of his chakra threads as he then crosses. As he then pulls out a sealing paper, and then he puts his hand on the sealing paper with a little bit of his blood. As then the seal is then arranged around Orochimaru's body, as it's squeezing on Orochimaru's body. Orochimaru then tries to turn into a snake. That's what it says. It's it closes off all ninjutsu, genjutsu, substitution, and chakra. They're a more advanced version of chakra seals. As Naruto then says, "Hey, Sasuke, can you please do a fireball jutsu?" Thought you'd never ask. As Sasuke then jumps in the air, as he yells, as he then does a tiger sign, and then he says, "Fire style, fireball jutsu!" As this then goes flying at Orochimaru, Orochimaru says, "No!" As he then hit by Sasuke's fireball jutsu. Sasuke then throws the kunai strings. Sasuke then throws kunai at trees, as he then goes flossing right over, as he's zooming straight over at Orochimaru. He then nearly kicks Orochimaru in the face, but Orochimaru catches his foot as he then slams Sasuke in the ground, and then he's about to go to bite Sasuke's neck because he needs to get out of here quickly. But then Naruto teleports right in front of him, as he then summons a kunai, and then he oh shoot, dang it! As he then summons a kunai, and then he cuts Orochimaru in the face. Orochimaru says, "You damn kid!" As he then rushes at Naruto. Naruto then casts hand seals, as he says, "Water style, water dragon breath." As water then comes out of Naruto's mouth, so this is basically the counter to the Uchiha's dragon breath. 5-style dragon breath jutsu. Because Tobirama made this because he thought that to stop the Uchiha, and this attack is stronger than the Uchiha's dragon breath, as it then goes flying at Orochimaru, and then Orochimaru then covers his face, as he then gets hit with the attack. He says, "How can a young boy know an attack so strong? It's the second Hokage's move." As Naruto then summons shadow clones. Jiraiya Sensei told me not to use this jutsu until I get to the real part of the training exams, but I guess he'll make this one count. Naruto then creates a Rasengan in each of his clones' hands, and then he jumps in the air, as he then says, "Now Rasengan laser beam. Rasengan explosion beam." As it then goes flying out like a beam, and then explodes out of nowhere. So basically, what he does is he uses the flying rising, and he teleports explosions inside of the Rasengan, which sends the chakra flurrying out of nowhere, and he has direction of where it goes. As Naruto then throws a couple of kunai over where Orochimaru is, as he then teleports right where Orochimaru is when the dust clears. And then Orochimaru then sees Naruto on his left side as he goes for a right hook. But then Naruto's on his right side. And then Orochimaru then extends his neck as he tries to bite Naruto. But then Naruto's right in front of him. As Naruto then summons more clones as he kicks Orochimaru in the gut, and then he says Uzumaki as he's kicking Orochimaru in the air. Barrage as he then kicks Orochimaru in his head, and then out of nowhere Sasuke comes with a special attack taijutsu kick as he then kicks Orochimaru in his back, which disrupts Orochimaru's spine as Orochimaru then goes flying into the air and then he falls on the ground. When the Anbu then get there, they didn't see Orochimaru on the ground as Orochimaru says, "You're gonna die, kids!" As he then tears off his face and then he rushes at Naruto and Sasuke like he's actually going out on them. As Sasuke's trying to defend himself, but Orochimaru's too strong as he then gets kicked in the gut by Orochimaru as he then gets hit on a tree. The Anbu then rush at Orochimaru, but Orochimaru instantly takes them out. Then Anko comes out of nowhere with a shadow snake attack with a multiple giant shadow take whatever it's called attack. As it then goes flying at Orochimaru, but Orochimaru dodges it as he grabs the snake and then he pulls Yonko towards him. As he then kicks Yonko in the face. And then Kakashi comes out of nowhere with the Raikiri. Sasuke is knocked out, so he doesn't see this. With a Raikiri. As Naruto then says, I should probably... As he throws a kunai right in front of Kakashi Sensei. It hits his Raikiri. He says, as the Raikiri then disrupts from his hands, he then says, "What did you do, Naruto?" As the Raikiri then teleports right in front of Orochimaru as it's going at his face. Orochimaru jumps in the air to try and dodge it. Orochimaru tries to dodge it, but he then gets pierced in his arm, and then he gets on one knee, like he drops on one knee. He falls on one knee. As Naruto then goes rushing at Orochimaru, and then he says, "I will not let you prevail!" As he kicks Orochimaru's chin, and then he jumps in the air doing a kind of like flip, as he then brings Orochimaru's head down, which this then disrupts Orochimaru's, what's it called? Lekira? Whatever it's called. As Orochimaru's neck is flipped one side, but then his body shortly follows, as he then smashes right into the ground, which creates a ginormous crater. Naruto gets back up as he says, "Now, to seal you," as he then pulls out a scroll, and then he casts hand signs. But as he's about to put his chakra signature on the scroll, all of a sudden, Orochimaru then disperse out of nowhere. As Naruto then says, "Damn! No! No!" And this is where I'm going to be ending off this What If. Like, comment, subscribe, share to all of your friends on your social media platforms. YouTube, we're out. Peace.